Is this the first time you saw Ragnarok?
This is the first time that I was invited to Molten Core.
Axon has the McLovin. What's the McLovin?
I don't know.
Mate!
What?
What have we found? What have we This isn't a stream. This is not a stream rip.
You dragged me over before my coffee to say, got something here, mate.
What are we looking at on this screen right here? Because this is actually amazing. This is actually amazing.
I wouldn't say it's groundbreaking stuff, but it's fun. It's memories.
I'm pretty sure this is the best quality footage of vanilla that exists on the internet right now. I don't think anybody has what we have right here. Because what we have is a hard drive of Andy's old PC that has been sat in a drawer that was 13 years old.
Yeah.
If not longer, actually, because we just had the 13th anniversary. So this is about 14 years old.
The hard drive would have been longer because I would.
Yeah, it's an 80 gig hard drive that we had sat here. That and because Andy, over time, I've upgraded Andy's PC quite a lot, and all the old bits kind of stuck around that we might need. And Andy said at the time, whenever we upgraded that PC, he's like, "Oh, there's some cool stuff on there. Save that hard drive." What is on there is the raw footage. You can see this is a Fraps folder from vanilla.
It is.
This is classic WoW as it was. It's pretty. I think this is the best quality footage anybody has from classic WoW because everybody took the files and made a video, and we didn't know how to make videos back then properly because it was all new, and it's all terrible quality stuff. It's like all like choppy and awful and slow frame rates and all that. This is pure raw Fraps footage from Andy. Now, it's not super incredible because we had to use free Fraps back then. Like,
We did 15-second clips.
Yeah, recording games was a big deal back then. Yeah. It was like a very new thing that people were doing, making little short clip PvP videos, you know, Warsong Gulch chopping up and all that. Now, you're going to have to explain some of this footage. Because
I don't think I can.
You would have been about 18 at the time of recording.
Something like that.
Yeah, 18 or something at the time of recording. So this is far more interesting than the stuff I've got. Are you ready to go through this, pal? So this is a treasure trove is what we have here. This is a treasure trove of stuff. Let's start. Now, I do not take responsibility for some of this. And also, I do have to point out...
The audio is going to be fucked.
Yeah, if I mute the audio, it's purely because Andy was recording to proper music because you had a gimmick that you thought was hilarious that you're going to have to explain to the people.
It was hilarious.
All right, you ready?
Okay.
What have we got? So what is happening here? Let's have a look.
That is me
here.
being epic during the Onyxia attunement quest with your niece.
That is my niece. Corporal Valorian is a priest. Your bank is full. I don't remember them ever being in that guild.
I don't know.
I don't know. So you do. This is the original Onyxia. What's RR? What add-on is this?
Mate, I don't know.
I don't know either. RR. Does anybody know in the comments what RR is? The original Onyxia attunement. And she's playing Shadow. Valorian is playing Shadow. That's really interesting. So sorry about the dog, but we're really pressed for time on this one, so we're just going to power through. Because they're all very short. Oh my god. Right, I'll have to mute the audio. I don't know what that music is, but that is crazy. So this is Glacius.
Glacius, mate, my first character.
You're the character Glacius. And now this is cool. Resurrection Monitor. We had that to track who was rezzing who. Yeah. Because it was very difficult to coordinate in 40-man when you were rezzing an entire raid, is you had to have a Resurrection Monitor to say, like... Because you were a paladin. Yes. This is your alt, I'm guessing.
Yes.
You capped an alt in vanilla.
Yeah. Well, these were the other two characters that I had capped, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I had a rogue and a paladin.
Your sick PvP skills.
Yeah. I think I press a button as well. I click a lot.
You do... Oh, you clicking? I can't see, actually. Oh, yeah, you are. There you go.
Oh, that's for emotes,
Oh,
mate.
you're emoting.
Those are my emotes.
You had your emote macros for when you kill people. Choo choo.
Choo choo was one of them. Yeah.
I think I noticed the choo choo.
Pain train. This was for no reason. Like, we got to the top of Ironforge.
That was a pretty difficult thing to do at the time, if I remember right.
And it was just like, right, we'll jump off. And then for some reason, the gimmick at the time was just going Vietnam and then diving off.
Oh, yeah, I can see the yell, Vietnam.
Yeah, jump, 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 Vietnam, yeah. No reason. I can't give you context because there is none.
There is no context.
Oh, this was me and your nephew.
This is me and you and my nephew.
Starting up on a quick AB.
7 dust. It's a shame some of the clips are so short.
Yeah.
But...
No, this was just watching a guy who's not got stealth leg.
Run, Forest. Run. I want to see this one again, actually. You just watching this guy get hammered to death while you hide in stealth.
Shouting Run, Forest.
Big shout outs to this add-on.
I know.
It was so desired at the time.
Yeah.
Like I had this add-on as well. It's terrible. It's just the worst add-on in the world, isn't it?
It looks
it's so
cool,
bad.
though,
It
mate.
looks awesome, but it's garbage.
Yeah.
It's absolute garbage. And everyone thought it was amazing. Energy tracker.
Yep.
For when your energy came, because your energy came back in chunks.
In the ticks, yeah.
Yeah, your energy came back in chunks. And this, I can't believe you just watched.
Why? I'm not going to get involved in that.
You know who that is? Oh no, I thought that said Zine. It's not. It's Zimny.
Oh, classic Zine. No,
yeah, I think that's Zimny. Poor Zimny is about to get beat up.
Oh, this is my gimmick.
This is
my
the gimmick.
jam.
We're going to see a few of these. Explain what I'm seeing.
I can't. Basically, this was the original, and it was just when I had something to do and I should be doing something, I'd just pop myself into stealth and pop off a dance to some 90s noughties quality bangers for no reason. But
and then just dance.
And just dance, yeah, it was fun. Like, there's a couple of these where I should be doing something, I choose not to. Because I'm dancing.
Yeah, you just often let people die while you did this.
I'm busting a move.
But the weird thing is, you used to invite me to your house and show these to me. You were like, I've got another banger for you. You've got to see this. And you'd show me a video of you dancing at the farm or something like that. I'm like, what the fuck are you even showing me?
Hey, don't mock.
And as you can see, this is a gimmick. Here we go.
So this is the beast in UBRS.
You know what's strange? It'll be cool for people, because we were on the Alakir server, is I remember these guilds, the Gnome Trotters, the Pandonian Knights. These were kind of famous guilds, which is what a lot of people miss about Vanilla, is the names of guilds was a big deal. Like, I'm pretty sure the Pandonian Knights were a Blackwing Lair guild, and having them around you was a big deal.
Yeah.
A very big deal.
Like Statue of the Gods, mate.
Statue of the Gods was kind of one of the top Alakir ones. I think Midnight Reveries. But that was the thing. That was the thing. The guild meant something. And if you joined a group and you saw that guild tag, you're like, dude.
It's a carry.
Dude, this is some serious game going on.
Yeah. AQ, mate.
AQ,
Busting a move.
AQ20, I think.
AQ20.
Yeah,
pug.
AQ20.
Let me in.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Look at him.
I had to give to you is you always managed to find your way into pugs with randoms. And I don't know how you used to do it, because pugging wasn't easy. Certainly in vanilla, you had to have you were good at getting a name for yourself as somebody people wanted to have around.
Do you know what it was? Because there wasn't a differentiation between PvP and PvE gear to some extent. Obviously, there was a cut-off for that, but I had really decent PvP gear, and it was like, come to such a place to inspect.
Now, you might think gold farmers. This is not gold farmers.
No, it is not. This is pretty funny.
Alakir, some historical context there. Alakir was the PvP server.
Yes.
Alakir had some of the best Horde and Alliance PvE teams on it, and they used to be feared in Warsaw Gulch. Certainly when the cross realm BGs came in, people were terrified of running into one of Alakir's PvP teams. And this was the response. So actually in the bottom right here, you can see when Andy mouses over, this is the names of the characters that are dead here. So it's Alakir is crap, Arathor is the ponage, ha ha ha, you're all nubs, so sweet revenges, so sweet you suck, Black Man's Willy. And that is what used to happen, to leave messages to the other servers.
Good.
Yeah, that was the way it went down.
What?
Every
UBRS,
time.
mate. After that Shadowcraft chest.
Oh, Thunder Fury guy.
Bust a move, yeah.
Guildless Thunder Fury guy. Guildless Thunder Fury guy. That's got to raise a lot of questions. I have no context for that, man. It might have a good reason.
I think this was just because at the time before I started getting my tier, this before I started raiding, and my paladin killed one of these elites in, is it the Ungaro?
This is Ungaro Crater. I think this is you soloing an elite.
Yeah, and it was just like a big deal for me.
I think it's a big deal for everybody. You managed to get the Skullflame shield on your paladin.
But, lucky BOE.
Look, you actually got it to drop.
Yeah.
You actually got that to drop. But I want to point out the horror of paladin gameplay here. We only have a few seconds, but basically, Andy has judged wisdom on the target. You are using Seal of Command. I wonder if you use Seal of Light through most of it.
I was on Holy, I think, here.
So you just generally auto attacked for some big.
Oh no, Seal of Command. I would have been
damage.
rat, wouldn't I? Seal of Command was rat.
Yeah. Oh, you always respect rat. I don't think you ever spec full holy.
I don't think I ever did.
No, you always healed in raids, but I don't think you ever heal fully. Yeah,
I got divine. Is that a judge or a divine shock then?
That was a holy shock, I believe.
Booyah!
Booyah! It's a pretty big deal soloing an elite. I mean, as you can tell, it's something worth recording.
I think this is just a Hammer of Wrath. I missed this.
Look at the click.
Man.
You see the clicking going on here. Yeah, this is the casted Hammer of Wrath. Whee!
Boom. Dead. Wait for it. Booyah!
You are 2 steps away from a Linkin Park
Right.
video. Oh, here we go.
We're starting the raid now, boys.
You're still not in a guild unless you've hidden the guild name.
I think I have lived in the guild names because this was my guild.
Do you remember any of these names?
Lucius, main tank.
Which guild? Which guild is this then?
House of the Searing Blades.
This is the House of the Searing Blades. Good
I
God.
think they had a name before that, but I can't remember. I remember Lucius for sure. If I see them now, call me daddy. Yeah. I remember call me daddy.
Never forget marking all the Garads.
Yeah.
Look at that. It was such a big deal when this came in. Blizzard actually implemented this midway through vanilla, which is where we could mark targets. Because before that, we had to do a horrible system of assist. A horrible system of assist. More dancing though. And it doesn't end there, if I remember right.
It does not end there.
Ah, is this the first time you saw Ragnarok?
This is the first time that I was invited to Molten Core.
Wow.
There it is, yeah, at the bottom there, House of Searing Blades underneath my cool add-on.
Oh, yeah. So this is the first time you would have ever seen yourself see Ragnaros come out of the fire?
And it bugged.
It did bug. It was bugged for a long time in vanilla, actually. It used to come out twice.
Whoa!
Whoa! They left that bug in for a really long time. I don't know if it was still there at
But
the
look
end
at
of
that, I mean,
vanilla.
shit like that then, press play near the end of it. It was little things, like the fact that the guild knew that I was new, I was under-geared, they brought me in because, like, Greg, who was the GM, was actually a sound guy. He's like, do you know what, fuck it, come with us. What's the worst that can happen, kind of thing. That was the mentality, what's the worst that can happen. He had a decent core, and, like, all the way through it, when boss fights came up, like, one of the other paladins whispers me in this fight and says, look, just stick on top of me, you'll be fine. Like, there it is, there, he says it there.
Stay on top of... Oh my god, you're getting instruction for Raggy.
Yeah?
Can you remember what this was like, knowing this was about to happen? Because there's a
can.
cool moment, just before you answer, is like there's a cool moment where you kill Domo and you have a massive run back to get to Raggy. It's about a 5-minute run.
It is, it's a pain in the ass.
But you know, your first time it's not, because you go into Raggy.
You're excited.
You're very excited. And then to see it actually happen, because this is something that very few people got to see, even towards the end of vanilla. But everybody heard about what it was like, and they've probably seen screenshots of Ragnaros. And there he is, the big hero himself. Look at this guy. CT raid.
Mortal infidel.
Just stay on me. Remember your training. You will come back alive.
Steal your secrets.
It was very intimidating. Shame the fight wasn't as impressive as.
No,
It
it was
could've
the introduction that was the big part of it. But it's just a shame that it used to do what it did because that took the shine out of it for me.
What, the double bug coming out?
Yeah. I loved it. Like, I mean, I got the impacts of whoa, but it just immediately hit the handbrake.
Oh, there he is. He's going down. Dropping those heals. Dropping them big heals. on
Emergency
people.
monitor, y'all.
Yeah, so I've talked about this a few times, and I could very rarely find a good version of the emergency monitor. So this add-on here, this is emergency monitor. Basically, this shows you the person in the raid with the lowest health. That's all it does. So you can see Silo there, and if you look over here, you can see he's low. But it doesn't relate in any way. And I talked about this recently in the classic video. On private servers, they have grid and stuff with range checkers. We didn't have that.
No, we did not.
So Silo could be over here, like impossible to heal. There was nothing you could do about it, but on the emergency monitor it wasn't there. So what we used to do was click the emergency monitor, which thankfully did click the player, and spam heal. And if it didn't start casting, you just moved down the list until you could find somebody you could actually heal, which was the way we used to do it, like that. So you come down to Woodman, Shock, and this is how healers used to heal very heavily. Did you choose yourself here? You did. Good man.
Yeah?
Good man. You saw yourself on the emergency monitor and went, fuck all y'all. I've got me here. I've got me. Oh, you're tracking first aid. Look at that.
Oh, I'm hitting first aid on me, I think.
I love that you still have this add-on and your normal one, just because it's so bad. Like I think people put
I
theirs
didn't want
back
to move
on.
it.
It looks cool. It looks cool. I want to keep it. But actually, it's happening to you there. You're trying to heal Wilder one. He's out of range. Yeah, he's out of range, and you're also running out of mana, which is brilliant. So you just there it is. Actually, this is awesome for me as a nerd. Watch your hand. You're trying to heal. Look, it's out of range. This is what happened all the time with healing. Is you were trying to find somebody who's in range. Oh!
That's it. I'm out of mana, boys. I'm going in.
You're going melee. He's going big boy. This is your first ever Ragnaros kill.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty crazy. There's your first ever Ragnaros kill. Can we backpedal? Where are you going?
I wanted to get it all in shot. Wait, booyah! The return of the
Why?
cat.
The booyah. Your first ever Ragnaros kill.
man.
Wow. I would love to have that one.
This is my first ever Nefarian kill as well, I believe.
It is Neffy. You're just not doing it. Oh, you're out of mana.
Yeah.
Oh, bummer.
You know me.
You haven't put Seal of Wisdom up though to try and get some wisdom back.
No, I'm not. I'm enjoying it because I think we're about to kill it. So it's on 1%. I'm just watching
This
it
is,
at this
in
point.
fact, looking at the chat, this is your guild's first Nefarian kill. So you were a standard raid member by this point. Yeah. You don't look like you got any gear. So do you remember where the guild was up to?
It was the DKP bidding thing, and I had none, obviously, because they'd done weeks of progression and farming. So I only had like bits of tier 1, bits of Zul'Gurub gear and stuff like that. Like I had the Lightforge hand Zul'Gurub shield. I can't remember what I had in front of me.
I'm just saying, you doesn't look like you got any gear between
Ragnaros
down and Nefarian.
No,
So
no.
were they kind of up to Nefarian?
Potentially, yes.
Yeah, somewhere around there. It doesn't look. It looks like a relatively short space of time has passed between your first Raggy and your first Nefarian. Wow! Look at the chat going crazy, spamming in local. Nefarian's down! Yay! You were about to do it as well.
Mate,
You
was.
were about to spam general chat. I saw it. This is my argument. When we did the top 5 reasons for 40 man, this was one of my arguments. This feeling is incredible.
Right?
40 people.
Yeah,
it is.
that's why I did the video.
It looks cool. Yeah, you filmed it because it's awesome. Now there are technical problems to running it, but this is cool. Like it or not, having 40 people in the same team working together is very cool. Very, very cool. All storming towards. I mean, look at that. It's cool.
Yeah.
There's no getting away from it. It's
a
cool.
fucking army.
Yeah, the mechanics were terrible. Everything else was terrible. But having 40 people together to accomplish a task was very awesome.
Bringing it back, mate.
You got the guild involved.
Yeah.
You like converted them to your
Yeah.
dancing.
Everyone knows.
Sib and Nismo aren't into it unless they're the doormen or the
They're like
bouncers.
yeah, that's what I mean though. They're like just watching us, mate. We're the main event.
With your judgment glove, you must have been very proud of those judgment
I
gloves.
was, and those pants as well. In fact, this was another guild where my first piece of like high-end loot was DPS, because those legs were DPS legs from Blackwing Lair. I can't remember the boss. One of the dragons dropped them.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. You're very. I've got to keep on the swag loot. This looks like a raggy clip.
I think it's just a standard
No,
dragon
that's
clip, but
nice.
like a double bobbing.
A double baboing.
There you go.
Yeah. Still bugged, probably.
Wipe.
Oh, an anathema.
Yeah.
Look at that, an anathema.
Such a good story.
Why?
Tom, the first boss, and also crappy.
I loved anathema actually. It looks so much better than
I
benediction.
know.
I used to switch mine to anathema for trash and then swap it back for bosses.
Yeah.
People need to
That's
get
right.
together.
I remember. I think have I got judgment gloves on there? I remember getting them, thinking, you know what? I'm part of the
no,
business
that's
now.
Lightforged.
Is it?
That's Lightforged,
Oh, motherfucker! I'm sure I had
yes.
judgment gloves.
No, you were looking for.
There you go, judgment gloves. Oh yes, mighty DPS it in, mate.
Why are you the mighty DPS?
Because as soon as I got the Draconic Avenger, when there was a nice semi-down sign of healing, I just pop that shit out and go ham on him. I just leg it into a boss and start wailing.
the mighty DPS.
So yeah, I got called DPS it in. Travolta even.
You did have a John Travolta looking guy.
I did.
You managed to convince a lot of people to the way of dancing.
It's bringing in fun, bro.
Yeah, I like the way we can see the time transition from you doing it alone in BGs and whatever
full
now
raid
you've got
guild
the
doing
raid
it.
guild
Yeah.
doing it as well. This looks to me like you're waiting 30 minutes for Neffy to respawn.
I think it
I think
is.
people forget that Neffy took 30 minutes to respawn.
Something like that,
And
yeah.
often we would pull it first to see what colour the
Me and Facer, yeah. I'm looking at a 2-piece judgment there, pal.
I can see the boots. The boots are there.
This is like a dance progression of my character as he starts to
It
get
does
more
the dance
judgment.
through the gearing
Yeah,
process.
it's a montage, if you will.
Yeah, a dance through the gearing process for sure. Oh, wow. Draconic Avenger.
This is when I got the Draconic
This is when you got the
Avenger.
Draconic Avenger. Look how cool I am.
Get the fuck away from me.
Very cool
In
accent.
fact, I think the song in the background of this was Riding Dirty. Because I thought it was cool.
You are very proud of it. Oh, he pulls
pulled
it off.
out, mate.
This looks like you're preparing for a PvP video.
Yeah.
Fraps.com. Still, it was a big deal. It was a very big deal. There's no getting away from that, getting that weapon.
Christmas in Ironforge.
Just our first WoW Christmas.
I can't remember. It was there was just a lot of people that when they got in the line on the rain days and pop and follow. It was just nice to see. That's another one of boost.
Now some of these do go into TBC and whatnot.
Oh, this is when I was trying to play with you on the Berserkers, and I started to make an undead warlock.
Yeah, we were not together throughout most of vanilla. You were because you wanted to be a paladin.
Yes.
And my friends from Neocron all went horde. And I think we both quit WoW after a bit because we played the very, very early, where we were both hunters, and then we both kind of left it for a bit and came back. I think I wanted to play with my brother on the Alliance side.
Yeah.
Something like that. And anyway, when a lot of our friends came back, they went horde, so I went, well, okay, I'll go horde. And you're like, well, there's me and you.
That's
okay,
when we
so
started TBC then.
this is TBC. This is me and Andy re-rolled, playing together for the first real time since early vanilla. Razor.
Yeah. Edgy, mate.
I was right there, man. I was right
Before
there.
pre-X Preach was Razor.
That was Razor. That was Razor. So we are into TBC now. So that is pretty much the culmination.
But I brought my
You
gimmicks with
kept
me,
the
mate.
gimmicks alive. There's no doubt about that. You kept the gimmicks alive. But I think, in fact, I know we're out of vanilla here. This is you capping. You capped to like a day after me or something like that.
This is me capping. Now this is the video of where it ran out before I capped. Finish it, Hammer of Wrath. Shabazz, level 70.
Level 70, there it was. And then shortly
Raw.
I think we were waiting for you to cap to go and raid. I remember
really?
something like we had a Gruul's raid set up. By this time I'd already re-rolled. Yeah, I'm actually the tank here.
Oh, you're on your...
Yeah, so
the
this
warrior.
is so interesting skip. There's actually there must be like 7 months of skip to this or something like that. Or maybe less than that, but Axon has the McLovin. What's the McLovin?
I don't know.
Is that lay on hands? Axon has the... I remember Axon. Nice guy, but I wanted to replace him
I
immediately.
want to remember what the McLovin was, though. What was the McLovin?
I want to say it's got to be lay on hands, right? I can't see lay on hands on your bar. Oh no, you haven't used lay on hands. Sacrifice? No.
I don't know.
Has the McLovin. You're spamming it. Like you're actually spamming it.
Go back to when I say it. Because it's got to be part of a macro. I've already said it.
I'm sorry.
Press play.
We're used to having clips of like hours long footage. Stapper has the pancake. I'm spamming something too. What were we doing?
Stapper has the pancake. Mambo has the McLovin. What code is this?
This is something we thought was funny. There's no other explanation other than we thought this was really funny.
Let's see what I spam, because I spam it again in a minute when he does the knockback, I
I'm
think.
trying to watch your bars. All I can see is you trying to heal. All I saw was you trying to heal. You were just spamming Flash of Light. I wonder if it was an out of range thing.
I don't know. It's funny, though. Hey, it's pretty
Oh
funny.
my god. I mean,
Tier
I've got the
5.
video of this moment. But it's really bad quality.
The frame rate, though.
CDC was a different beast, wasn't it? So we're going to wrap up here in a second. But
Did it grow?
yeah, it was. I remember a lot of names in here, like Jackal's there.
I remember when I had the hammer here, but I couldn't use it because I was healing. I couldn't bring no vanilla kind of DPS in with me.
Did you have McThirden?
I don't think I have McThird on this.
Oh, what I noticed... You know, it's kind of sad, just to wrap up here, is how easy Nightbane is now compared to when he was. Like, this was a real challenge.
Yeah.
This was a son of a bitch was doing this. Especially if Holy Paladins were the carry here, though, you might remember. Holy Paladins were the absolute beast of
Yeah,
doing
because it
this.
was just being a meat shield if you were a tank, wasn't it?
Well, we'll save the TBC stuff for another time, but that is a real cool, interesting look at Vanilla.
See?
A treasure trove of stuff, so thank you for saving that hard
You're
drive.
welcome, mate.
Thank me for keeping it in good preservation.
Thank you for
Thank
not
you.
showing what else was on the hard drive.
I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you all enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again.